Hello, I'm Katherine Murphy, and I'm the moderator for this League of Women Voters candidate interview. I'm joined by Monica Oertli Medalen, who is running for Cle Elum-Roslyn School Board at Large, Position 2. The ground rules for this event were shared earlier with Monica and are posted in the description below. The interview consists of an opening statement, followed by 3 questions and a closing statement. All candidates running for this position were invited to be interviewed. So let's get started. Monica, you have 60 seconds for your opening remarks.
Thank you, Catherine. My name is Monica Oertli Medalen, and I'm running for school board at large, number 2. I'm a parent and a graduate of Cle Elum-Roslyn and Central Washington University, and a longtime resident of Cle Elum. I currently work for the Department of Social and Health Services, and in that role, I serve some of the most vulnerable communities in our state. And I find great pride in civil service and the ability to contribute positively in the lives of others. The opportunity to join the school board is an impactful way for me to give back to the community that raised me. I love it so much here and would love to be a bigger part, a bigger voice in that community. I'm running because I believe our kids deserve the best possible education. Our teachers deserve the support and resources they need for success, and our community has an obligation to be a part of our schools. Thanks.
Thank you. Let's get to question number 1. And that is, boomer retirement was predicted to occur in the early 2020s, and COVID accelerated teacher and staff turnover. How can the district attract and retain good teachers, paraprofessionals, and other classified staff? You have 90 seconds to respond.
Thank you. I do think that this is an issue across the state. This is not unique to our community, but we do have a community that's growing. Retention and recruitment for quality educators who want to be part of our community is really important. I think first and foremost, recruiting the right folks, people who want to join our community, be part of our culture here, really making sure that everyone's values match and fit is a really great start when we're targeting recruitment. As far as getting folks here and keeping them here, we have a unique situation in housing, and I think especially for younger teachers who are getting a start in their teaching careers, it is difficult to find housing in our community. So I think one way that the school board can support retaining newer staff or specialized staff for our community is to help provide a housing incentive. Now that requires funding, which requires some very specific skill sets, such as grant writing or soliciting developers to help us get there to find a way to provide housing, but that is one way that we can support the retention of our teachers. I also think it's important to provide our existing teachers with opportunities for growth, such as training, and supporting them in those endeavors. Thanks.
Thank you. So question number 2 is, what are your top 3 school board priorities for the school board if you win the election? And you have 90 seconds.
Thanks. My priorities are that of many of the parents and community members here, really the responsibility and transparency of just running a school district. The school board has a really crucial job in that. So being responsible with budgets, with policy, being inclusive in building that policy, and being transparent about the process. Not everything is within control of the school board, and I think it's important to be transparent about that realm of decision making. Safety, I think keeping safety as a forefront for students and teachers in an educational environment is really important. Really connecting with our staff and students and the community at large around safety measures. We have a new school resource officer that's going to be playing a part in our safety, and just having strong policies around safety. So making sure that we've got a strong infrastructure for students and staff. And then, of course, honoring our community's unique history while still being innovative and thoughtful about education and development. These are our future community leaders, coming through our district. So giving them the best possible outcome and keeping them connected to their community will help build a stronger relationship for everybody. Thanks.
Thank you. So the last question is, in case of budget cuts, what would be your criteria when it comes to retaining programs and staff positions? And again, you have 90 seconds.
Budget is one of the biggest pieces of school board responsibility. As budget cuts come down, we luckily have a strong infrastructure within our district for making those decisions. I think having the hard conversations with both community members and board members in a collaborative way, I'm solution focused. So if we can find a way to make less cuts or find other funding sources to meet those budgetary needs, I think that that's really important. One thing that I think I can help bring to our school board is grant processing, grant writing, and the management of grants. There's a lot of money out there for educational arts, for science, technology, engineering. All of these things are out there, and budget cuts are real, and those are typically things that get cut first. So looking at requirements, if we were looking at a budget cut, I would look at what are our basic requirements that we have to meet within our state, and what other means can we bring in to help keep our schools moving in the right direction and giving students the right opportunities. Budget cuts are tricky, and when it comes to supporting our staff, the fewer staff that we have, the less support our students have. So that's where our community needs to come together to find alternate solutions, and I'm happy to join in that effort to keep our schools moving smoothly. Thanks.
Thank you. It's now time for your closing statement, and you have 60 seconds for that.
Thank you. The success of our schools is really in the hands of our community and our school board, our staff, our parents, the students themselves. My goal as a future board member is to work in collaboration with our existing board, with our staff and administrators, and work to be solution focused. Keeping a common sense approach to these things is really important, and I think I have that skill set. I also want to look for opportunities and growth for our schools. I think there's a lot of opportunity there that we just haven't had the resources for someone to go out and explore. And so bringing folks in who have expertise, or other school districts who have expertise in this, would be really useful. I encourage you to reach out to me via my website if you have questions, monica@CleLum-Roslyn.com, and I kindly ask for your vote. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Monica Oertli Medalen, for participating in this interview and for offering to serve our community as Cle Elum-Roslyn School Board at large position number 2. For those watching, remember to check votewa.gov to be sure you are registered to vote. All interviews will be linked in the Kittitas County League's voter guide, which can be found at kittitasleague.org. Thank you for voting in this election.